What's up, weirdos? How are y'all doing? It's a Wednesday. It's the middle of the day. A little bit of middle of the day, middle of the week. A bit of midweek motivation. I gotta get a new thing for this mic. I just like it just keeps falling down. Now it won't. Now it won't. It won't now. It's been a long week. I've been working my balls off. I haven't had a day off since last week Tuesday. No, I was working Monday and Tuesday. Saturday. I haven't had a day off since... That's a week and a half. I haven't had a day off in 10 days. I had Popo job, 4 days, 4 10-hour days. Then I flew out with the Unsub boys, which is like work, but also fun. But it's also work, but it's also fun to do the live shows. This time in Atlanta, Boston, and my hometown, Buffalo. Buffalo was a riot. Oh, man. Buffalo was insane. People, you know, I've been talking to the boys, and I think Buffalo was the best. I know I'm like smitten because it's my hometown, but maybe Boston was the smoothest, but Buffalo was insane. Buffalo was memorable. And then I had Army this weekend, and now I'm working all this week. Oh, Daniel, you're in church? That's all right, Dan. We'll catch you later. Don't worry about it. I met up with Truck Senpai. Beautiful man. He came to one of the live shows. It was a great time. I forget which one he came to. Was it Atlanta? Yeah, Truck came to Atlanta. And you're so happy I fixed my audio. I changed my entire streaming app. I had like Streamlabs, OBS Streamlabs, something like that, and now I'm just on OBS Studio. They're like two different companies. They both have OBS in it, but yeah. So here we are. Now I know how to figure it out. Everything sounds good. I look professional. You know, I'm faking it till I make it, baby. How's the music sound? Not too loud? I'm trying to get it right in the middle for the decibels, so it's like we're not just sitting here in silence. We've got some vibes. We're feeling some vibes. John, you saw us in Norfolk? It was a good show. Norfolk was insane. John, if you were in Norfolk, you tell him what I did. Tell him what I did in the comments. Unintentional, yet it made the show sticky. Solid. Good sounds. Yeah, nice audio until Zach shows up. Dude, Syria's going insane. Syria lost like its entire country. Assad fled it. I don't know where he went. Fled the country and it got taken over in 3 days. It was like Afghanistan Part 2, Electric Boogaloo. Yes. Yeah. John knows. Oh, man. Yeah, well, when we were in Norfolk, I got excited. I was throwing out tall boys. Tall boys of White Claw. And I got one to the second balcony, and I was like, ooh, I want to get it to the front of the second balcony on this side. And I threw it, and it smacked the lights on the balcony and then exploded and rained down on everybody below. Good Logic has his Trump gag case being reviewed by the Supreme Court Friday. That's awesome. Is it the appellate courts, like the different district? I know he's New York, so that's, I think we're the second or third or fourth appellate courts. Circuit, Fifth Circuit. I think the fourth or fifth, third circuit. Ah, shit. circuit courts map, U.S.? Where's... Oh, New York's the Second Circuit Court. Okay. So he's in Jersey, I think. So it'd be like, or New York, somewhere else in New York. So it'd be the Second Circuit Court before it gets all the way to the Supreme Court, perhaps. Yes, the streams are back. Truck, you're here. Go Chiefs. No, David. Who Chiefs? The Chiefs are the new Patriots. Nobody likes them. Assad is in Russia? Of course he is. Glad you came out to the show in Buffalo, Jen. I need to wear this stash for the next checkpoint, Charlie. I made it grow over the edges, you know? A little bikery. Yes, getting a White Claw shower for me would have been glorious. I'm glad. Glad you think that that's cool. Crack house is looking good. It's almost done. It's so close. We got to get it furnished. I got to see if my brother-in-law has put in the rest of the cabinets. On humanitarian grounds? He got into Moscow for humanitarian grounds? He resigned as Syrian president. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if it's as much a resignation when everybody gives up. The button chop's connecting. I don't think so. Yeah, Truck, it was a good time in Atlanta. I'm glad you showed up. Atlanta was a good show. Oh, that cracks. The crack house is the only reason why you would visit New York. I mean, I can't blame you. Let's see. Let's see what's going on in Syria. In Syria, do 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 do. How fast did it take Syria to fall? How Rebels timeline? Boom. Do. Regime ruled for 50 years. How it fell in less than 2 weeks. Historic Mayad Mosque in the heart of Damascus, a red, white, and black. An anchor reads the news on Saturday. We announced to you from the Syrian news channel the victory of the Great Syrian Revolution after 13 years of patience and sacrifice. And they chased out Russia? Crazy. So that means Russia's kicked out of Syria now. And as much as people don't like the Assad regime, right? Who's replacing them? Like Al-Qaeda? Is that who's replacing them? That one weird branch of Al-Qaeda? Al-Qaeda? Israel destroyed like 300 targets. Of course, Israel's getting involved in there. Yeah, looks like it's time for us to liberate Syria, boys. Russia got kicked out of the Mediterranean too. Get out of here, CNN. See, whenever I see these flags with the squiggles on them, always makes me a little nervous. Makes me a little nervous when I see the squiggle flags. All right, let's be honest. Squiggle flags have done nothing good for the world, right? Name me a squiggle flag that has done something good for the world. I'll wait. I'll wait. You tell me a good squiggle flag country. Name one. Name a good squiggle flag country. I'm just hanging over here in the non-squiggle lands with both my non-squiggle hands because they haven't been chopped off for stealing shit. The squiggle lands are just bad news. Don't tread on squiggles. Oh, don't tread on me flag isn't a squiggle. There's no squiggles there. It's a snack. Don't step on snack. And that's not our national flag. That's our... Well, it was at one point, right? Was it actually... Was the Gadsden flag... What's the Gadsden flag? First American flag. Continental flag, first official flag of 13 colonies is continental colors. The Grand Union flag. During this time, other flags were flown to support for the independence. Christopher Gadsden designed the Gadsden flag in 1775. Continental Army flag was this. Other flags were just shown for independence. This flag depicts where else I get. Don't tread on me. Continental Marines used the Gadsden flag during the early years of the war. The flag still flies. The sign of American patriotism. So it was flown by Marines, but it wasn't a national flag. Fuck is this? What kind of lame shit is this? Stupid flag. Then you get the Betsy Ross flag, which is super cool. And then, oh, look at that. 20 stars. That looks... a star made out of stars. It's an Inception flag. Interesting. Yeah, the Gadsden flag is still flown as the no. It's like a version of the Gadsden flag. What's the naval war flag? War flag. I meant battle flag. What am I, stupid? It also has a snake that says "Don't tread on me," and it's like horizontal lines, but that's it. Oh, I don't know what it's called. I'm losing my mind here. We're talking about Syria. We're talking about the land of squiggles, all right? We're talking about squiggle flags. Let me look at some of your... What do your comments say? Some about the squiggle flags. Non-squiggle flags, yes. This squiggle flags make good targets. You see a squiggle flag, you put it down. Put down the squiggle flag. Raymond hats the squirrel flags. It's a sneaky snake. What are squiggle lands? Well, the squiggle lands are places that have squiggle flags. Syria now has squiggle flag, right? ISIS, squiggle flag. You get a squiggle flag, no bueno. Iraq, Syria is asking me if I want squiggle flags. Shut up, Siri. Iraq had squiggles in it. What was the old Iraqi flag? Where is it? That's not what I'm looking for at all. Post G1 Iraqi flag. No, let's do 1990 Iraq flag. Look at that. What's in there? What do you see in there? Squiggles. More squiggles. See the squiggles in there? No bueno. Iraq was not a friend of ours in the 90s. You want to know why? Squiggle flags. You got a squiggle flag? Not a friend of mine. Not a friend of anybody's. You're just a friend of yourself. You're probably a bad nation because you got the squiggles. Look up resistance to tyrants and obedience to God. Benjamin Franklin and Thomas Jefferson during the American Revolution. Images. Oh, that's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. I mean, it's a lot harder to paint on your body than the good old red, white, and blue. They have 13 stars for the colonies? I don't know what the dagger says. What's this? No, I want to zoom in. Wait, hold on. I was zooming in, and now it's all dumb. Probably another 13 stars there. Cool cloud. Oh, they're like the Star of David stars, too. Even then, they were only going for, like, supporting Israel, man. Even making the frogs gay. Squiggle lands. All right, we're still talking about squiggle lands. Iraq had squiggles, and they had oil stacked against them, man. You made a mistake. Listen, if you're a squiggle country, if you got a squiggle flag, you got oil. We're coming knocking. All right. Put your socks on. Shake your cocks because we are knocking on the door. Pop, 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 pop. Squiggle country. Want that oil. The squiggles are all their religious texts. Really? I had no idea. Do you think the squiggle says Jews are cool? The West is nice? I don't believe that's what's on these squiggle flags. Wales does not have squiggle writing. The Welsh flag? I know what the Welsh flag is. It's got a flippin' dragon on it. It's a cool flag. Stuart, we're talking about squiggle flags and how the people with squiggle countries, the countries that have squiggle flags, they're just not good. They're bad. They just seem to create a whole ruckus of shenanigans. Hamas flag. You want to look at the Hamas flag? You ready? Let's look at the Hamas flag. Images. Squiggles. You see that? Squiggles on the Hamas flag. Let's look at the Palestine. Palestine flag does not. No. Palestine flag does not have squiggles. Hamas. Oh my gosh. Oh, who are the bad guys in Gaza? That'd be fighting the Jews. That'd be doing the super slide bombs. Oh my gosh. Hezbollah. Oh, what do they got? What's Hezbollah got? Squiggles. Squiggles everywhere. What about Jordan? Does Jordan have... What about Syria? Syria had it, right? Didn't they? No squiggles. No squiggles. Look at 1990. Wow, no squiggles. So Syria could have been friendly, right? Could have been a good country. They made a mistake. Oh, Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia. Squiggles. And a sword. Those squiggles look like they say death to America to me. Throwing that out there. Guess who planned and funded 9/11? Well, the Saudis did. Guess what? Squiggles. They got squiggles on their flag. Not a friend. Not a friend. How about Iran? Let's look at Iran. Does Iran have a squiggles in their flag? No. Yep, squiggles. Oh, they put it on the border to make it seem like they were slick, didn't they? Squiggles. I don't know who Michael Franzi is. The Mexico flag has squiggles and the eagle's claws. That's a snake. It's different, right? We had a snake in one of our flags. Snake on snake is okay. We don't want snake on snake. All right? No snake on snake. But the squiggles. Is there... I need more squiggle countries. Where I need more... What is Kazakhstan? Does it have squiggles? I don't know if I spelled it right at all. Oh, God, they're close. They're flirting with squiggles on the left-hand side here. They're flirting. They're flirting with those squiggles. That is almost a squiggle. Oh, God, look at how close it is. Can they be trusted? We'll see. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Got squiggles in here. Who's got squiggles? Well, Afghanistan. I don't even know if that's our flag anymore. What's Afghanistan's flag look like now? It's got squiggles. It's got squiggles on the top. It's got squiggles on the top. Was this one? Guess what? Just squiggles. If it's pure squiggles, bad guy. Pure squiggles, bad. Squiggles, bad. A little bit of imagery in squiggles, they're sneaky bad. Sneaky bad. Oh, well, not so bad guy. Okay, we'll come here from different place. We'll go make falafel for you. It's very nice. And then we'll get you with the squiggle. Michael Franzisi is a former mob boss, does YouTube, is super chill and honest to God, and an honest to God great guy. Yeah, mafioso's a great guy. Yeah, you're right. Underground crime. I mean, he'd be fun to talk to. That's cool. Would be hilarious to see you two talk about two different sides of the law. Yeah, probably would be. I think he's cooler than me. I don't know if he does live streams or shit. If he did, I might put it on the live channel just to coax him into it. You gotta grease the wheels with those Italians. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna say, "Well, what am I doing for you? I'm coming on your show. What are you gonna do for me? Yeah, a bit about, you know." I can tell I'm gonna make a nice charcuterie board, you know, with a little bit of mozzarella, huh? Some mozzarella, some mortadella. Qatar. Oh, we gotta look at Qatar. He snitched to save himself. Well, so he eventually became a good guy, or he was forced to be a good guy, right? I'm a good guy now. Woo. Qatar flag. No, yeah, I forgot. Qatar was just white and purple. Friend. Qatar is a friend. I should have Connor come on, and I should talk to him about... I'll send him a text. Like, you want to talk about squiggle flags? Connor! You know what? He might actually be, I think range day was either today or tomorrow. The 10th or 11th or 12th? I don't know. They're doing a range day. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Maddie B says Egypt. Uh-oh. Nope. Not seeing any squiggles. Not seeing any squiggles. What is this, though? Oh, what's down here? What's down here? Is there a squiggle in there? I'm the squiggle detective when it comes to squiggle countries, all right? We're gonna see. I want to zoom in on this son bitch. Ah, there's squiggles! How do I zoom in? Yeah. They're the sneaky squiggle ones. Look at them. You think that weird hawk is just chilling on a cloud? No. He's holding up a scroll of squiggles. And that's why I can't trust Egypt. You know what? You know what? You really can't trust Egypt. I had friends and family members that went to Egypt a while back. Mid 2000s. Like mid early 2000s. And they were like, it was a horrible, dirty place. Kidding. Trout's not making it. That's all right. Oh, what was I saying? Yeah, Egypt sucks. So I had friends and family that went over to Egypt, and they're like, it was a horrible, dirty place. It was super corrupt. Everybody's trying to scam you. They literally had camel rides, and they're like, we're going to take these camel rides out by, you know, the Great Pyramids. And then they take the camel rides out there, and they get halfway there. They'd go, all right, cool. Now you got to give us $120. Otherwise, we're not going to take you back on the camel. They're like, what? We're like 5 miles away from, or like, you know, several miles away from where we started. And the guys that were doing the tour were like, yeah, give us a couple $100. We'll take you back. And I guess some people paid it, or one guy was like, fuck you, which is the most American thing you can do. He just walked back. Go fuck yourself. I'd fight him. Like, oh, you want $100? How about I smack you across the mouth? How about that? Want to smack across the mouth real quick? I'll stay in a fucking Egyptian jail. That sounds fun as fuck. I'll fucking beat you up, and then I'll ride your camel, and then I'll park it, and then I'll run away. And they'll be like, was it American? You'll be like, wasn't me. We all look the same. But then the best food show in the world. Let's see if I can't. Here we go. So the best food review show. I'm trying to find this dude. He's like, there we go. So I love this guy's show. This was done in 2 years ago. I think it was like 2020. It was like, oh man, it was like early 2022 or late 2021. It was when the world had just started opening up again. Anyway, love the show. The show's phenomenal. And they went to Egypt. And I was like, oh man, he's going to Egypt. I got to watch this episode because every time I've had a friend or family member go there, they complain about horrible and how corrupt it is and how the people suck and how everybody's trying to take advantage of you. It's just a shitty, shitty country. And he goes there and they've got like strict, ever since like the Arab Spring, they've got strict laws on journalists coming in and out and like what can be recorded. And so he goes there and he's got like a recording visa, you know, like an entertainment visa. And he's talked to like somebody from the Egyptian parliament and their tourism place, and they sign off on his shit. And they're like, hey man, here you go. Here's the documents. You're good to go. Come in here, film your documentary. He lands in Egypt and they take all of his cameras. They're like, no, you can't do this. Like nobody gave a shit that he had gotten like signed orders that it's okay. And they're like trying to call people at the airport, and obviously nobody's working because it's a shitty, shitty nation. and nobody's picking up the phone at like the office that they called for tourism or whatever. So they get all of their shit taken and held onto at the airport by security. Their like version of the TSA, Border Patrol, whatever. And they're like, cool. Well, we're going to film this all on handheld cameras, on our phones. We got HDMI iPhones with a whole bunch of gigabytes of memory. Screw it. They can't take our microphones because who gives a shit? So they take some of their lavalier microphones, which are like the ones that have a battery pack, and then that little thing right there in the middle of his chest, the mic, that you can string it up through your shirt or your pants or whatever. And they're like, we're gonna walk around. Well, they get busted by like some police guy who's like, why are you taking videos of him eating? They're like, we're just taking videos of our friend eating. Who cares? He's like, can't do that. Delete them. So they like delete it on a camera or something in front of them. And he's like, okay, cool, that's good. But then they go to their deleted files and pull them right back up. So that's it in like a nutshell, quickly, of like how difficult it was to film in Egypt after he had permission to film there from the government. He's doing a food show. It's like a documentary thing, like showing, hey, come to Egypt. It's great. Goes to a camel market where these guys are beating the shit out of these camels. Just not what you would call humane, right? They're treating these camels like livestock, and they're just whooping on them, and it's gross and it's dirty, and like they got whatever. So anyway, that happens. Their tour guy, their guy that's supposed to be like touring them and in charge, failed them horribly, because even when they landed, he couldn't get their cameras. When they go to the camel place to like film additional, when they go to different locations to film, he's like, you can't do that. You need to do this. You need to pay me more money. You owe me or I'm not going to help you. And they're like, what the fuck? Everybody's trying to extort him. No. So anyway, I think that guy gets like kicked out and fired. They're like, screw it, dude. Get out of here. We're done. We're not going to pay you. You're a piece of shit. You're an asshole. Have a nice day. Beat it. In fact, I think he was much nicer than that. But every once in a while, you got to get down to brass tacks when it comes down to business and just give him a big old F you and move on. Anywho, so that happens. And then they're supposed to have this camel cookout, right? So, well, they schedule it ahead of time, right? They call up these guys. They talk to some people. They're like, hey, we would like to go for a traditional camel bake, whatever, where you dig a pit in the sand, you put a camel carcass in there, and then, you take it out of the sand, and uncover it from its pit that it's been smoking in and smelling delicious and such. And then they go, and they serve it up hours later, right? So you start cooking it at like 6 a.m. is when you put it in the hole, and then at 6 p.m. you pull it out of the hole. Then yay, there's your camel, right? He's talking to these guys, they're like, oh yeah, hey, we've got time to kill. You've killed the camel and you've put it in the ground, and now we've got all day long to just bullshit with y'all. So they're talking back and forth and like, hey man, what are you doing? Hey, what are you doing? So you've cooked camel before, right? And the guys are like, nah, it's our first time. And you can see it in the host's face. This guy is like, hold on. We came here to eat camel prepared the traditional way. And you obviously don't know how to prepare it the traditional way, because you're here telling us this is the first time that you've cooked camel. What is going on? So the entire episode, it's an hour and a half long. Honest to God, I could watch it again. I love it so much because it just shows everybody how shitty that part of the world is. Specifically Egypt, right? Just how they take it. The culture is just to take advantage of people, to scheme and scam and just totally screw them over. And he had a horrible time. He's like, don't come here. He's like, sorry, don't come here. If you're not ready for it, if you're not a part of the culture, don't even come here, because people are going to take advantage of you and screw you over. And he's a super nice guy. I would have been far more vitriolic in my response to this horrible country and the way it treated me and the people that filmed it and the money that we poured in, and then just take all my cameras. I already talked to the tourism department. F off. America expecting the rest of the world to function like America is always wild to me, especially Muslim countries. I'm not expecting every country to act like us. What? How? Aquila, what are you talking about? I'm not expecting them to have a McDonald's on every corner and to have wide streets so that I could drive my SUV through. All I just talked about, this entire conversation I just had for like 10 minutes between you and I, me and you, kid, right, is how that country specifically screwed over a guy in numerous ways, which highlights how corrupt it is. Oh, okay. Who wrote squiggles? No, we can't be having no squiggles in the comments now. I don't know what they say, so I'm going to take it as an insult. Oh, dude, I will say this. Listen, bribes are everywhere. You want to know how you get on the fast track in Jamaica? You give somebody $100. And instead of waiting in line for an hour and a half, they just take you right up to the front and go, this guy's good. And then you go through security. Ask me how I know. Yeah, as I two-wheel warrior, you're like, yeah, my coworker was leaving. He went to Indonesia, and the border guard demanded basically a bribe. Coworker was like, sure, but I need a receipt so I can expense it. Border guard stopped wanting the bribe. Dude, people say, give me a bribe. You can say no. You can say no. Fuck off. Kurt Katz is a good traveler. Watches the dude goes to sketchy places and just hangs out. I think I've seen some of his stuff. Didn't he go to, like Philly? No idea who this guy is. Solo in Mexico, that's cool. Don't go to this Venezuelan island. Is he gonna follow? Like, I don't know. I don't want to be rude, right? I keep seeing this same woman in the photos. I'd assume it's his girlfriend or wife. Or is it Ariana Grande? Is not skinny anorexic Ariana Grande before Wicked giving him some sodas? Anyway, so I was saying, I think that's his girlfriend or wife. I'm not sure. I don't want to put him into a box here. Pop the question, fella. But I would assume that based on her olive skin and dark hair, that she might be Hispanic and might be, well, either like girlfriend or wife or just, you know, a friend that speaks Spanish that's helping him like go through Spanish-speaking countries. But then it says, Indigenous Princess shows me the real Venezuela. That's nice. Inside the Dominican Republic's most dangerous hood. Bro getting lined up, though. Wrong turn, gringo. Deep into the hood of Medellin. That's cool. Like, I like it that people will do this shit. You know, it's kind of like Vice News. Like, Vice News is more official. Well, it used to be cool. It's a chick he picked up along the way. He's South African. Oh, no wonder he's fearless. He's like, I come from South Africa, mate. They're all different. Dude's just out here laying it down on Venezuelan and Colombian women. Hey, what's up? You're pretty. You speak English? Sweet. Why don't you follow me around for a week? I'll pay for everything. And by the way, pow, 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 pow. Oh, he speaks Spanish? That's phenomenal. Dude, I wish I speak Spanish. Speak Spanish? I wish I was able to speak Spanish. I could barely speak English. Dodgy road trip with the same Venezuelan girl with some knockers on her. That's so funny. Good for him. And he's got a YouTube channel and he's getting paid. God bless him. What's his most recent? Oh, man, stop yelling at me. Dude, that's awesome. Every month he just goes somewhere else. double cheeked up on a Venezuela beach. Yo, that's why it's got 5.7 million views. They're like the most dangerous beach. Bro, the only thing that looks dangerous is you falling into that ass. Ah, I see you speak two languages yourself, English and bad English. I too speak both Englishes. English I. Too funny. Good for him, dude. That guy's living life. Like 600, dude. Good for him. I wonder how old he is. He's living life, dude. God bless him. I'm screaming into a camera in Buffalo, New York. This guy's out in Venezuela just sleeping around. Oi, you show me where I can't do South Africa. South Africa. Do you have sandals? I will give you $6 for your lemonade. I can't do it. Yeah, no shit. The dude pulls a lot of tail. Guy from South Africa in Spain with a South African accent. Dude, you come to America with a South African accent, you're getting laid. I admit that I'm in Buffalo, Meat Boy. And I know it says meat byproducts. I'm calling you Meat Boy products. Is there a correlation between the amount of squiggles and how hostile a country is to the U.S.? Yes, the more squiggles, the more hostile. Look at the Hamas flag. Look at the Hezbollah flag. Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia did 9/11, right? They're all Saudis. When am I going to do another stream with Actual Justice Warrior? Hopefully soon. I messaged him and I said I wanted to talk about two significant Freedom Project cases where guys just got arrested again, you know, for killing people. Oh, he was innocent from this murder. He didn't do this murder years ago, and then he sued the state and got $4 million. And then 8 months later, he killed a guy over $1,800 worth of cocaine. Uh-oh. So, yeah, that's happened a couple of times. So I wanted to talk to him about it, but he's busy right now because he's got his family stuff and the holidays. So I told him I'd hit him up after Christmas. Ugh. The Freedom Project. Yeah. Freeing law-abiding citizens of their lives by allowing shitty convicts that were guilty in the first place out on the streets. We need the American equivalent of a squiggle flag. It's the Gadsden flag. Don't tread on me. There's also... You know, man, I keep trying to find it. It is the... There's one... I love Join or Die. I kind of want to get Join or Die tattooed on me. There it is. This is one of the Navy's battle flags. I remember seeing it on some Navy's, some sailors' uniforms. Did they make it a uterus? Weird. Was it all triangles? Whatever. Yeah, don't tread on me. That's the one I was looking for earlier. Oh, dude, that's cool. But yeah, Join or Die. I wanted to get that tattooed on my forearm for like ever. Is it cringe? Is it cringe to get Join or Die tattooed on me? I've loved it for like years. Oh, you're saying the uterus thing is cringe. The uterus don't tread on me flag is cringe. Yes. The Bilderberg flag. Yeah, the Don't Tread on Me flag is the American equivalent of the squiggle flag for unfriendly nations. All tats are cringe? Oh my gosh. You're cringe. Gadsden flag doesn't have a cannon. Oh, the two pistol front loaders, two flintlock pistols. That's not bad. Akila, you said as a black woman, I thought I'm mad the Confederate flag is so cool looking. Yeah, I get that. I know. I don't like Nazis, but you know the Totenkopf, that skull is iconic. If it wasn't, correlated with such bad things, it'd be kind of cool. But it's like, ugh. You're like, oh, that's really cool looking. That's kind of familiar. Nope, never mind. Nope, not gonna touch that. Not like, see, I'm not even gonna put it up on the thing. Because somebody will like screenshot it and be like, angry cops is blah 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 blah. Yeah, the Gonzalez flag has the cannon. It says, "Come and take it." Yeah. Oh my God! Somebody sent me a meme that is disturbing. That is going to go down. It's going to go on Pepperbox. Go for an 8-ball pogue tat? What is an 8? Like an actual 8-ball? You mean like an 8-ball or a normal 8-ball? Why not a snake riding a buffalo? I don't know if I can make that look cool. A buffalo head would be cool, unlike the arm. The upper arm on the shoulder belt. Red Arrow Division would be a cool tattoo. What is the Red Arrow Division? Well, I guess we'll agree to disagree. 32nd Infantry. Yeah, we'll do that for you, bud. How many medals did Brandon get during the live shows? A lot. He got a lot. He looked like a Russian general. He would drop his coat and his medals would be like bling bling ding ding bling bing bing ding bling bing. Tons of them. I was an example of how government employees need to be careful. What you post on social media as a government employee. It was in my orientation for my government job in South Carolina. I haven't gotten in trouble for any things that I've done. The opposite. I've actually been complimented on how I toe the line appropriately. How I go right up to the line, but I don't cross it. And they're like, you're fine. Chess Madness. I'd love to see. Did they use me as a positive? Hey, yeah, this is what you should do in this class. Like, he's right there at the line. He's not crossing it. Does he get close? Sure, but he's not stepping over the line. Or do they use me as like a, listen, this guy's in government and he's an idiot. Don't talk to this guy. Don't be this guy. This guy's a dumbass. I want to know. I gotta know. Chess Madness, you let me know. Pissing over the line instead of crossing us. I'm a military PAO. The guy tiptoes the line and is fine. Right? Dude, I put it through, like, sometimes I put it through, like, lawyers, and I'll go, this one's going to be a spicy one. What should I do? Should I take this out? Should I do this? What should I do different? And the lawyer buddy of mine will be like, this is too much. You can't call a general that word. And I was like, okay, thank you. Noted. Just managed to say it made you laugh. Yeah, but what do they do? Was it in a positive or a negative way? I asked you a question, Chess Madness. I asked you a direct question. Was it a good example? Was I the right thing to do? Or was I a bad example? Was I the example of what not to do because I fuck up? I asked you a simple question. Chess Madness, you're making me sad. Making me sad in my head and in my heart. Have I seen Actual Justice Warriors upload on the Jordan Neely case? No, I haven't. Actually, I just recorded my breakdown video of it yesterday, and I'm hoping to get it done tomorrow. Oh, I'm hoping to get it done tomorrow. Because everybody like talks about, I talk about the police shit, like the easy break it down version of, hey, this is New York State penal law. It says this word, negligence, and it says this word, reasonable, and it says that word, reckless. What do these words mean in the definition of the law? And do his actions fit that definition? And then you fill it out. Obviously, no, they didn't, right? But I explained why. So that's kind of what it was. Chess Madness, it was the latter. It was negative. They said, don't be this guy. Don't be this fucking moron. Oh, fuck them. They don't know what the hell they're talking about. Haven't gotten in trouble in at least a year. Did I see the video of the U.S. shooting down ITT's own medium range missile from Guam base? What? I don't know what ITT is. It's help me out, buddy. If that's an acronym, I don't know what it is. Yes, I've seen the Brandon Herrera meme. I don't need to be Speaker of the House. I need to be like Key and Peele's anger interpreter for Barack Obama. That's my thing. Brandon Herrera will say something, and I'll be behind him saying what he actually means in a more rude manner. My thoughts on the drones? Dude, I don't know. I don't even know. I'm waiting for it to come out. If it's a whole bunch of like weirdos being like, what is this? Blah, 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 blah. I just wait. I just wait a couple days. And if nobody gives a shit anymore, I'm like, oh, it was nothing. And if somebody comes out and says, we've done an investigation and it's these things, please be aware of them. Then I go, oh, interesting. That's what it was, huh? What led him to that? And then I backtrack. I start from there and then I backtrack the rest of the articles. Oh my God, Twiz, you said Herrera for AFT instead of ATF. And my brain went, Army fitness test? Fitting this dick in your mouth? No, I'm sorry. Sorry. If you are getting talked to at least once a year, are you even a real YouTuber? I mean, dude, if you YouTube for your real, like your entire job, your income, then nobody's talking to you except for maybe like an advertiser, I guess. Angry cat memes do have to be spicier than the last stab on hot ones. Dude, with the CEO getting murked by the dude, the Luigi assassin, Luigi assassin, there have been some funny and so dark inappropriate memes. Oh, you look at it, you go, oh no, oh my God, I'm giggling and I shouldn't. That's horrible. And those are the memes. I might actually have to make an angry meme review. Not this weekend, but the following weekend, because I've just got so much content on like what's been going down. It will be a long angry meme review. It'll be like a 20, 30, I don't think 30. It'll be like a 20-minute long angry meme review with donuts, photo, the Syrian, the toppling of Syria, with the CEO being shot, and and then just the normalcies of everyday life and the new memes that everybody comes out with and just shares with me. It's just, yeah. Scott, I didn't say that guy reminded me of the butterfly. I said he reminded me of the caterpillar. Yeah, that was one of my best jokes. Dude, when was that Atlanta? It was Atlanta. Yeah, when we were down in Atlanta and then I was doing the crowd work, and I said, it was like, dude, you look like the caterpillar from A Bug's Life. I knew that joke was going to be funny. I didn't know it was going to be as funny as it was. Because like I saw him and I was like, oh, I know exactly what to call him. And I was like, hey, what's going on? Boom, nailed it. And then I went to like look up. I guess I kind of do that. I look up to the boys that are on the stage there, the Unsub crew, and I see them all like leaning away from their mics. Whenever I make the boys like lean away from their microphones to laugh, I know I did a good one, because that's a real laugh. That's a real laugh. And it's great. It's not just like, ha ha, and then they're back. They're like, boo! And they stay away from the mic for like 5-10 seconds. I'm like, nailed it. Nailed that joke. Yeah, if you guys haven't come to the Unsub live shows, I'm telling you, you're missing out. It's insane. It's absolutely insane. The crowd, raucous, loud, beating their feet, screaming, the jokes, the stories. It's better in person. Like, we prepare. We look at each other and go, what is a good story that's got a laugh like sometimes every 10 seconds, like every 15, 20 seconds. And even if it doesn't, somebody's telling a story and we're cracking jokes on them. And every night it's new jokes because you think of something more smart ass to say the next day. It's if you have laughed at an Unsub podcast episode, you laughed at an Unsub episode and thought, wow, that was funny. I can tell you that whatever you think the funniest Unsub episode is, that the live show, any one of the live shows that we've done over this past tour, from, Nashville, Norfolk, San Diego, Dallas, Atlanta, Boston, and Buffalo. I can tell you that any one of those live shows was, and I'll be realistic here, 3 to 4 times more jokes and funnier than a normal Unsub podcast. And the energy levels, whoa, way up. Oh, we did film it. We filmed Boston. We filmed Boston because it was a beautiful venue, and a bunch of well-established comedians have filmed in that studio as well, or studio in that venue as well. And I think it's going to be on Pepperbox, if I'm not mistaken. I believe it's going to be on Pepperbox. I'm probably spoiling something. I don't know. But it's only going to be on Pepperbox. So if you're not on Pepperbox, you're not going to see what the lives are like. And let me tell you, the guys were like, Boston, the one that we recorded, might have been the smoothest, best one we had. And I like I said, it was a toss up between Boston and Buffalo. Boston might have been the smoothest. We're cracking jokes. There's not a lot of interruptions. It was super smooth, right? Like we polished this thing and it fucking flew and people laughed at the right times and the jokes were landing when they should. And it was phenomenal, right? It was perfect for a recording. So that I think that's why it might be one of the guys' favorites. But let me tell you, Buffalo was unhinged. Animals. They stampeded. They literally stampeded in the venue and made the floor shake. We were on stage shaking. Like physically, like not because we were freaked out or anything. We were like, holy shit, they're shaking this whole building. It was great. I've not seen that clip, no. Your favorite Unsub moment is when Brandon got the Medal of Honor put on him by Clint Romashaw. I can't blame you. The Infinity Gauntlet of Stolen Valor was amazing. You nerds, you beautiful weirdos. How much is Pepperbox now? I think it's like $7. There's no way it's more than $7. I honestly couldn't tell you. I'd have to look it up to make sure. Yeah, $7.99. Sounds about right. I think it's $7.99. I didn't. Oh, hold on. Don't be disappointed in me because I didn't schedule the Bills show or the Buffalo show to coincide with the Bills game. Although I will say this, it would be kind of cool to do an outdoor live event at a Bills game before the Bills game. Like Bills games at 4, Unsub goes on at noon. Maybe. Probably better if it was like a night game, We'll see. Maybe I'll just have the boys come up and say, we'll do a boys episode. The boys go tailgating. The boys go to a Buffalo Bills game. You came home from a long, soul-crushing day of job hunting. Ugh, God bless you. My wife had bought Pepperbox and some tequila. What a gal. You boys are almost as awesome as her. Almost. Hey, man, if we can be, second fiddle to the old lady, that's pretty good. Am I an Unsub boy? I feel like I'm just the reoccurring guest. You know what I mean? Like Connor's an Unsub boy because King Trout just like jumps on every episode for like 10 minutes. And you got the core 4. And I don't know if I'm the Unsub crew. I think I'm just the Unsub's most frequented guest. Like I'm like Adam. I forget his last name. I'm like the guy that pretends to be Dr. Phil on Kill Tony. Joe, yes. Yeah, I planned that Hulk Hogan entrance for like a month. The second they said we were going to do a live shows again, I was like, I know what I want to do. I want to come out with an American flag on a 2x4 and rip my shirt off like Hulk Hogan. I'm the Unsub mascot? Oh, PTSD and inappropriate jokes. Yeah, I wouldn't be a bad mascot. Although I think Unsub's going to have its own mascot. Does it even need one? Right? Just the boys being dumb. You found me because I'm a reoccurring guest. Thank you. Oh, yeah. Unk. I've got Unk status for the Unsub crew. I'll take it. Dude, somebody showed up with a tiger horns tattoo. Somebody showed up with a Boop the Tiger Get the Horns tattoo on their arm. Fresh ink. Like only like a couple days old. Maybe a week or two. I'm the Tony Stark. They have to call me in to keep things going. I don't know. Oh, man. Who would be like... I think I'm more like... I don't know if I am, but I'd be more like Ant-Man. I'm just like a lovable idiot. You know? Maybe Spider-Man if I was like a cool Avenger. But he's the young guy, and I'm not the young guy. I don't know who I'd be. Deadpool? I don't think Deadpool's an Avenger. He was in some Avengers things. Akila, I think Nick and I have to be in episodes now. I don't think that I'm allowed to go on without Nick anymore. I think they just know that him and I have a good chemistry, is like just two dudes that's like, you know, that did blue collar jobs and are, you know, we still have that blue collar mindset of like, look at these fucking idiots. And sometimes it's fun to infuriate the dumb because they're dumb. So I think we're like two peas in a pod. So I don't think I'll ever be on another episode without Nick. Punisher, maybe. I'm not Wolverine. I don't think that he's in the Avenger comics. It's X-Men that's different. The Falcon? No. Why? How dare you? I am hairy enough to be Wolverine, though. That does make sense. I would need a wig. Middle-aged Peter Parker with male pattern baldness. Just a couple of guys fighting communism, one episode at a time. What can I say? We need a Poppin' Hot Part 2 with Nico Ortiz. That'd be fun. It's been a minute since I've seen Nico. I get along with him. No, I'm not gonna boop Nick. I'll find a way. I don't know. I'm not into the boop. That's his thing. I don't want to steal his shtick. Nico's been busy. He's out there, I don't know, murking people. Who's Peter Wisdom? Angry Cops, HLC, and Nick, the golden episode. Oh yeah, Eli was on there too. It was the four of us, and now we have a podcast together because we're just, I don't know, we're just dumb enough to be entertaining. The first time Nick boot me was the first time that him and I were together. It's Unsub, Fat and Angry. It's not one because we just didn't know there was going to be another one. It was just Fat and Angry, and I think that was their #1 episode for a while. Like it blew up. People liked it. It stayed #1 for a while until I forget something else. I think it was another Nick video. And they were like, well, if people liked Richard and Nick together, maybe we need to get these two dopes together more often. And then, of course, you know, the most recent one was he giving Brandon his Purple Heart. All right, gang. I've been on here for about an hour, a little bit more, hour and 10. Call it a day here, right? This is our little time to get together, right? Once a week, we hang out, we talk. We don't touch tips. Although if you do smash your junk against your screen, I guess technically we had a moment. But on that note, Syria has fallen. The Unsub podcast is absolutely hysterical, and hopefully we'll be planning another they'll be planning, and maybe I'll be a part of it, some more, I don't know, in the spring or summer, or might have to wait 9 months for the autumn. Who knows? Joe, I'm glad that you got to see it. Which show were you at, Joe? I'm not gonna just fucking have you do a super chat and then me not say hello. That would be rude. Joseph. Joseph, which show did you go to? Were you in Atlanta with Truck? Adam, you were driving when and listening to the podcast when I gave Brandon his Purple Heart and you almost crashed. That's awesome. I'm glad. I couldn't hold it in. I don't know if the rest of the episode is that funny, but I had to do it to like just make the whole episode weird. Oh, you were in Norfolk. Dude, I love Norfolk. You were there when I threw the thing. That's right. And then we had I gave the flag to what's his face on the balcony. Nice kid. Fighting cancer right now. So we met him before the show. We knew he was coming. We were excited to see him. And we met up at the VIP. It was before the show. You know, you pull a couple extra bucks to get, you know, photos with us and for us to talk to you guys and hang out, you know, get some one-on-ones. And so he was there. And it was... Yeah, it was the second show. Well, it was the third show, but it was the second location. And I was giving out the flag signed by everybody. We all signed the 2x4, and we knew, right, even before that episode, we knew he was coming in to Norfolk. And once they were like, Rich, you keep making guys sign the flag. That's a really good idea to give away as a souvenir to one of the lucky people that show up to the show. What if we give it to somebody that really deserves it, you know, that's going through something and, you know, help motivate them? And we were like... That's what we're going to do. If we don't have somebody that's, you know, that we point out pre-show, then I'll go out into the stands and I'll give it to somebody that's been, you know, a good audience member or somebody that I can see is really enjoying the show. And yeah, but we gave it to him. Oh, the mannequin one. Yeah, you were there. All right, gang. I'm going to throw in a lipper. I'm going to write a Mahmoud's military menagerie sketch because Syria's fallen and they sunk all their ships before leaving the country so that whatever Al-Qaeda group couldn't get their naval ships. And I think that that is unfortunate and hysterical. So, enjoy the rest of your night, weirdos. See you next time, weirdos.